Florida is absolutely and it's this one thing that's actually making people not only sell their homes in Florida, but actually leave the state entirely. So I know what you're thinking, aren't people moving to Florida left and right? They're trying to take advantage of the climate and the weather, trying to take advantage of the tax advantages, the quality of life, as well as the low cost of living. Yes, they are. However, there's this one thing that's lurking that people really didn't take account for. And actually the companies involved in it didn't think about it either. And that's the home insurance issue here in the state of Florida. So in this video, we're gonna talk all about what that issue is, what kind of caused that issue, and if you stick around to the end, we'll actually give you some tips on how to lower your home insurance premium here in the state of Florida. But before we get into that and the entire home insurance issue here in the state of Florida, all I ask is that you hit the like and subscribe button, especially if you wanna be the first to know all about anything going on here in South Florida and Florida in general. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Joe, and me and my team help people move not only to South Florida, but Florida in general. So whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, please give us a call, shoot us a text, or an email, whatever's easiest for you, we got you. But now let's jump into the real issue here in the state of Florida. So a little bit of background on the home insurance issue. In the United States, the average homeowner has a premium just a little bit over $1,500. However, in the state of Florida, that premium's just a little bit over $4,200. And now you're thinking, all right, whoa. Why is Florida so high? And there's two main reasons for it. One, we can't control, and one, we can control, and we kind of screwed up and screwed ourselves and shot ourselves in the foot. So let's start off with the one we can't control, and that's the weather and the natural disasters and things. So let's be realistic. Florida is surrounded by water. I mean, it's a blessing and a curse. I mean, obviously the beaches are beautiful and living on the water is awesome. However, it does come with its drawbacks. Think about it. Tropical storms, hurricanes, thunderstorms, and even flooding. All these things we can't really control, and insurance companies have to really take account for it in one way or another. And as of recently, we've had more and more devastating storms and hurricanes, which has caused a surge in claims that insurance companies weren't really ready for. On average, it's usually about 3 years before a homeowner files any claim, but we've had a surge due to these past storms and hurricanes. Now, what does all that mean? We've had what we call loss creep, and that's where the cost of this claim actually increases over time beyond the expectations of the insurance companies. And insurance companies set your premiums based on what they expect these claims to cost. However, with the rising costs of everything, those costs have now exceeded insurance companies' expectations, plus the influx in all these claims. They're like, oh my goodness, how in the world are we gonna pay these out? And that's really resulted in not only insurance companies leaving the state of Florida, but also them not having enough money to file or to fill all these claims. Okay, but why don't they just raise the premiums? I mean, that makes the most sense. If they raise the premiums, then they'll have the money. Well, it's not that simple. I wish it was. So they can raise the premiums, but then less and less people are going to be able to afford them. On top of that, it just makes more sense sometimes for these companies to pull out of the state entirely, and that's what we're seeing. Especially as of recently, we've had so many insurance companies actually pull out of the state, with the most recent one being that of Farmers Insurance. Now, the second cause of our homeowner insurance problem is actually self-inflicted, of us shooting ourselves in the foot, and that's the fraud. And it actually centers around the roof replacement schemes that have been going on, not only here in South Florida, but in Florida in general. And you're probably thinking, hey, Joe, fraud happens everywhere. And yes, it does. However, 79% of all US homeowner insurance lawsuits actually happen here in the state of Florida. Okay, but how does this fraud pretty much go down? So contractors file for a roof claim or a fraudulent roof claim saying the roof needs to be replaced. The insurance company then denies the claim. Then the contractor then sues these insurance companies that denied the claim, and it ends up being cheaper just to settle than actually pay it out. However, when they do settle, it's not like all the money's going to the homeowner. In fact, in the last decade, $51 billion has been paid out. However, 71% of that money has actually gone to attorney fees and public adjusters. So it's not like the homeowner's getting this money. So with all these lawsuits going on, it doesn't benefit these insurance companies to really stay in the state of Florida. They're losing money not only in the rising premiums on the natural side, but they're also losing money on the lawsuit side as well. And to combat this, insurers have actually raised their prices about 57% since 2015, almost triple the national average of 21%. Okay, now people are obviously getting insurance, so what's the result of all this? So what we have is Citizens Property Insurance, which is a state-backed insurer, and it used to be seen as the insurer of last resort. However, more and more homeowners are actually only getting approved with Citizens since they can't get it through the private market. We see the number of insurers who actually are using Citizens actually double in the last 2 years, going from 610,000 to almost 1.3 million insurers. So what can we do to lower that premium? Number one, you can get a new roof. That definitely helps lower the premium. Number two, you can get impact windows or impact shutters, which are sometimes seen as this equivalent of having impact windows in the eyes of an insurance company for your premium. Then number three, you can put an impact garage door. I know what you're thinking, a garage door, Joe, seriously? But yes, it does help lower your premium, but they can get kind of pricey. Next up is beef up your security system. So whether it's like the actual security system, like you're thinking like Ring doorbells and things like that, deadbolts, smoke alarms, each company views it differently, but it definitely can help and it never hurts. You could also raise your deductible. And for those of you wondering, what in the world is your deductible? So that's the amount of money that you pay out of pocket before the insurance company steps in and pays for it. Yes, the higher your deductible, the lower the premium, but you're still you're spending more money. So it is an option just depending on your situation. Another option that you could do is try to bundle your home and car. Sometimes if you use the same insurance company to insure like your car or boat and things like that, they'll also give you a discount if you use it for your home as well. And obviously the last one, it never hurts to ask any discounts or specials that you're running. You never know the answer until you ask. It definitely doesn't hurt. Worst case, they say we're not running any specials, but at least you asked. So that's one of the biggest issues facing Florida right now, the Florida home insurance issue. I wish it was the heat. I mean, that seems a little bit more bearable than dealing with insurance issues. However, what do you think about the issue? What do you think Florida should do to fix this? Let us know in the comments down below. And if you or anyone you know are looking to move to South Florida and Florida in general, we'd love to be your real estate resource of choice. You can call us, email, text us, DM us, whatever's easiest for you, we got you.